Good afternoon on this sunny Tennessee day. We are at the 21.31 acres on Cole Place Road, and we're going to do a little bit of a walkabout here on the property. This is the front of the property, strolling towards the back, and then we'll wander down towards the creek and the horse trail. Now there is about 3 to 4 acres of open area up top, and there are a couple of ways to get down to the creek. There is a gas line on this property which may allow you to have either low cost or no cost fuel for your home. Typical setback is about 50 feet from the gas line. However, there's no required setback from the gas line. This area to the right here can be cleared. It does roll off to the side just a little bit. And then as we walk towards the back, I'm sorry, the wind's a little bit much today. As we walk towards the back, it also does roll, and then there is a bluff that way. So let's make a left turn on the property, and we're going to walk down towards the creek so you can get a nice view of that. So from the top area here, we are going to walk down this nice little roll which goes down to the creek, and it does run most of the year unless we are in a very dry period. There's a lot of pine, some cypress, some oak, some other vegetation here as well, underbrush. Once the property has been cut a few times, potentially fertilized and maybe limed, then you will get a much better pasture out of it, although there is pastured grass here growing. Again, this area here to the left can be mowed down and the space opened up. And we're going to continue our walk here down to the creek, and hopefully today it's running. It is a wide creek. The horse trail does meander along that. The horse trail is a private trail, so it can be closed off if you'd prefer to have that for your privacy. And we're also coming across the gas line, which is off the main part of the property, so it would give you plenty of space to build or do something. They do typically come out once, possibly twice a year to investigate the line and make sure that there are no issues with that. It is marked here, as you can see with this sign, and then it does go down to the creek and crosses the creek as well. So we're going to wander down here just a little bit. I am very easily walking down this roll to the creek, and then we will take a small walk along the horse trail so that you can kind of get a feel of what that is like in order to ride. If you've not ridden in Tennessee before, we do have some terrain that will take some time to get accustomed to. The park system does have very nice trails. Some are very open, some are single file. However, you will have to investigate and choose the trails that best fit your riding style. This is, again, looking back or up now towards the top of the property, and we're going to wander down just a little bit to the creek, and then we will walk along that creek where the horse trail is located. You can easily do this with a UTV or an ATV with no issue of, rolling or turning over in the vehicle. This is part of the horse trail. And this is the creek. Now the property does go to the middle of the creek in some areas. Some areas the creek is 100% on the property. Minimally, but does happen. And then this is the creek. And then the horse trail does meander along this creek as well. That is the horse trail going away from the property. And this on the other side is another parcel of land. This is the horse trail, and quite obviously you can walk it as well. So if you just wanted a walking trail, come up in the morning and take your dogs out or what have you, you can simply walk this trail. Now it does go out to Coal Place Road. You would have to walk back along the road to the property if you did not want to turn around and walk the property back the same way you walked out. From here to the creek, I am approximately 100 to 150 feet above the creek, so no chance of actual flooding up on the main section of the property. I'm not going to walk the entire trail, but I will take you out just a little bit so you can kind of get a feel for how the property rolls. You are very close to the Big South National Park, or excuse me, National Recreational Area. So the potential for bear, raccoon, possum, of course squirrel, bobcat, mountain lion, those types of things is a possibility. It's a rarity. It could happen. Be aware. That again is the creek below. And we'll walk out just a little further so you can get a little bit more feel of the land. And we'll take a gander up here at the rock bluff, or one of the rock bluffs here on the property. So that is a rock bluff. A little hard to see now that the trees are starting to fill in. The leaves are coming back in. Nice spring day. Approximately 62 degrees. I'm out in a t-shirt and long pants, so pretty pleasant. Again, this is the horse trail. It is not deeded. It is gifted, but if you want the privacy of the trail on your property, you can simply block that trail off, and you would be the only ones able to use the trail. And here's a little bit more of the bluff rock face, as we may call that, as well. and some stone or rock outcroppings as well. I am almost to Cole Place Road on the trail. And that is Cole Place Road. And we've walked about a quarter of a mile on this trail on the back side of the property, which does run between the creek and the property. My name is Sarah Feeney, and thank you for joining me on our walkabout today on the 21.31 acres here in Allardt, Tennessee, currently listed for $219,000. It's a nice laying piece of property, easy to perk. Utilities are at the road, and fiber optic is available for high-speed internet. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, 772-370-8583. Thank you and have a great day, and again, thanks for the journey.